Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley keeps the public informed about her parents' protracted legal dispute and provides an inside look at what it's like for Todd and Julie Chrisley to be imprisoned. In a brand new edition of her Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley podcast titled Talk to My Lawyer, Savannah speaks with Alex Little of Burr and Foreman, one of Todd and Julie's attorneys. Savannah criticizes the tabloid headlines and inside sources who are making assumptions about her parents' experiences in prison as the conversation digs into the procedure for challenging Todd and Julie's fraud conviction. She describes one of the stories about her father as funny because one of them was like, "Oh, he's let himself go." First off, there's some breaking news. The commissary doesn't sell hair dye. He obviously has gray hair, but you know what? If he were out today, I would advise him to keep it that way. I like how it appears. He has a fantastic prison barber. She also denies rumors that her father is having moral issues as a result of his sentence. These sources are saying that Dad is just, his guilt is eating him alive in prison, and he's ready to admit to his faults, she says. That hasn't been my experience speaking to him, Little, who has been working with Todd and Julie since their conviction in June 2022, adds. The lawyer says Todd is concentrating on his appeal while doing what he needs to do to be a good model prisoner and to get along with the folks he's there with. Little continues, he is steadfastly upbeat and he stays on course, right? He won't become depressed due of our current situation. The Chrisleys' newly appointed counsel, Jay Sargent of Wiener Law Group, recently spoke with ET about the circumstances Todd and Julie, in his opinion, are currently experiencing in prison. He added that there is a way forward following the sentencing of the Chrisley Knows Best actors in November 2022. In January, Todd and Julie reported to prison. Julie is incarcerated for 7 years in Lexington, Kentucky, while Todd is incarcerated for 12 years in Pensacola, Florida. Both of them are contesting the judgment. As part of their punishment, Todd and Julie were also required to pay more than $17 million in reparations. Although it's not Savannah's responsibility to make amends on her parents' behalf, Sargent told ET that Savannah has every intention of doing so. I've discussed it with her numerous times. She is determined to do all within her power to obtain compensation for her parents on the outside. Sargent claimed that the court order for compensation following the Chrisleys' conviction was off target despite Savannah's efforts to help her parents. Regarding the sentence, he stated, "In this case, I think they got it completely wrong. If they have a prison term, it should be reasonable. If they want people to make restitution, they should obviously. It should be confined to the house. They are in Category 1 of the federal government's criminal sentence standards and won't be moving anywhere. They pose no flight danger, and there is no threat of violence. How could they make restitution payments if they were going to do so while incarcerated?" Currently, Sargent's main priorities are the Chrisleys' ongoing appeal and obtaining a correction to their stated living circumstances. When Savannah and Chase Chrisley claimed last week that their parents were being detained in inhumane conditions while serving time in jail, they made headlines. Sargent told ET, "I would like to say that they are doing well, but they are not. Anyone who is detained is not doing well since their freedom is limited, to start with. However, the issue here is that I believe they have been singled out due to their famous position. There are some things that they've had to endure while being in prison, that they've been subject to, that need to be corrected," he continued. "I don't want to absolutely say that they've been discriminated against as a result of their celebrity status. People shouldn't have to endure awful living circumstances in 2023, he said. It's really absurd. You shouldn't put up with it. The United States of America needs jail reform.